feeling very blessed today.
Well, hey there, Counselor Pherry.
It's actually pronounced Harry. It's Taylor Pherry. My P is silent.
My favorite nephew.
This morning, God told me I'm supposed to empower all the women of the world. God wants you to be pimping. Huh?
That wasn't me. I never answered his prayers.
I'll do anything for you, God.
I need you to become a writer.
I don't know nothing about writing.
Do you know what a plot point is?
No.
A good storyline?
Hell no, I never heard that.
But I know you just had your premiere for Not Another Church movie just last week, right? If I'm
last week. Yeah, I think it was Thursday.
Okay, gotcha. I have to, when you work on something, I mean, you guys were filming this maybe 2 years ago now, I believe. Right?
Yeah.
And so now you're finally getting to release it. Obviously, it's exciting to be there, but what was the energy like post-screening, like mingling after? How was the reaction?
It was so much fun. Everybody seemed to really enjoy it. My mom was there, my sister was there, my nieces. So it was a big family affair. And then a bunch of comedians I had never met were, very excited about it. And some of the actors who were in the movie, we all saw each other, not having seen each other since Savannah. So that was cool.
Yeah.
It was really great. It felt like we might have something special. Felt like a bunch of Saturday Night Live skits tied together. It was great.
Dude, that's so, I'm so glad that you brought that up because one, I remember loving like parody films, not another teen movie. Yeah, exactly. Not a scary movie, those kind of things. And so when I saw the trailer for this, like I was just like, oh my God, they're like making movies like this again, which is so funny. Yeah, bringing it back. And so I guess, there's a not so subtle, your Taylor Pherry, the P is silent, right? Versus Tyler Perry. And it made me curious about you. What was like your relationship to Tyler Perry's works or those kind of movies?
Man, I had seen so many of them. But he's such a great character. And I'd seen those movies growing up, we kind of watching in the house and they're playing in the back. So it was cool to kind of pay homage to somebody who's created this big body of work. Because we don't really parody a lot of Black films, besides since like the Wayne brothers with Don't Drink the Juice in the Hood. So to be able to be a part of that 20 years later was really kind of fun. And I think it's very funny. I think that he'll get the joke and he'll like it. My dream was always to kind of do my dude and Medea in the same kind of movie, which would be great.
Oh, I would love that. Yeah, that'd actually be really great.
Right?
Did making this film at all like change your perspective on how those films are made?
Oh, absolutely, man. Like I was like, it's hot in that wig.
Yeah, I bet. I had actually, I was wondering because it's like your shooting days must like almost double. I would imagine you need to get both characters in the same.
Both characters on the stuff, but and we were a low budget movie, so it's trying to like figure out creative ways to shoot and spend time, and then we had a little shutdown production for a little bit because of some other technical stuff. But so we actually shot this in about 10 days, which was, I know.
A full feature in 10 days is crazy.
Full feature in 10 days. So it kind of on one hand felt like a parody that turned into the real thing. Who knows? But it was great.
No, that's awesome. I mean, like I said, like those movies brought me a lot of joy as a kid because I grew up with a lot of those like teen rom-coms and stuff, and then seeing the spoof and then watching the scary movies and then seeing the spoof. But as far as like the characteristics of a good spoof or parody film, what do you think needs to like be accomplished for it to like resonate with a wider audience?
I think as long as you can tell some good jokes and you can make people laugh, I think it'll resonate, because there's something for people who've seen all the Tyler Perry movies and love them, and people who've never seen any of them, just to kind of get an idea. I think as long as you can tell a good joke and people can laugh, I think we're on the right page.
Totally. What's cool about this movie too is like you get to see it every so often where a writer is also the director. And then you had Johnny Mack on this as both writer and director. But then you also have this amazing ensemble. Like Lamorne is so funny, right? Like I love him. And
so great, man.
Yeah. And you have all these great people in this ensemble, and you get to do some character work, right? So when you're talking about collaboration and improvising on set and working with Johnny, how much freedom did you guys have to do that?
Johnny was really great at like letting us kind of run and play with whatever it was we were doing. We had a framework. It's kind of like these are the points we want to hit. This is the movie we're parodying. This is it. And then we just kind of like we'd get there and play around with the text a little bit, and then we just kind of go for it. And I was really lucky. Like Lamorne is so funny, man, and we only had it for a day, so we had to get all of the stuff in and out. But he was like, I'd love to see some of the outtakes of what didn't actually make the movie.
Sure. Jamie Foxx and Mickey Rourke, though, were big surprises for me. That was wild. As far as like connecting with those people, because it is a lower budget film, I think
a lot of it was favors, like
right?
Yeah, Johnny Mack had worked with Jamie Foxx for years, and like I think I remember him getting the script. I found this out during the press. He got the script. He wanted to get Queen Latifah to play God, so he gave it to Jamie. He knows that she knows her, and James like, well, let me read it. Let me look at it. And he read it. And he came back. And goes, you know what? She's probably too busy for this. I'll play God for you. I was like, that's my favorite.
That's hilarious. You can't have an Oscar and play God, Jamie.
Yeah, right.
But I guess you can. I guess you can.
You can do it. Mother's Day weekend, May 10th. Not Another Church movie. Will be in theaters. Please come see it.
Life, the devil's in the details.
Today was a God's day.